I remember when I was a young, aspiring musician. My dad used to tell me that I should have something to fall back on. That was good advice. And it's not like my plans fell through either. I just changed careers and here we are together.
Welcome to another Happy English podcast coming to you from New York City. And here's your English teacher, Michael.
All right, thank you, John, and thanks, everyone. It's Michael here from Happy English, and I help people speak English better. This is Happy English Podcast, episode 757. 6 fall phrasal verbs. That's today's English lesson topic. Do you have a request for a topic here? Send me a message at myhappyenglish.com and let me know. It just turned fall a few days ago, and that got me thinking about fall vocabulary in English. Because it's been a few weeks since we've looked at phrasal verbs here on the podcast, today we're going to dive into some phrasal verbs using the word fall. These are super useful and common in everyday English, so if you're looking to sound more natural, you'll definitely want to stick around until the end. So, let's get into it. I've got 6 phrasal verbs to cover today, and I'll give you some examples and tips on how to use them in your daily conversations. All right, so fall apart means to break into pieces. But it can also be used to describe a situation or a person when things are just not going well. Imagine an old book that's so worn out it's literally falling apart. Or maybe you had a really bad day and it felt like your whole life was falling apart. Yeah, we've all been there, right? Here are some other examples. The old bookshelf fell apart when I tried to move it. After breaking up with her boyfriend, Alice was really stressed and felt like everything was falling apart. Our plans for the trip fell apart because of the weather. See, it's pretty versatile. Use fall apart when things are just not working out, whether it's a thing or a situation. Okay, next up is fall back on. This one is about having a backup plan. Think about it like having an emergency fund. If something doesn't work out, you can fall back on it. It's kind of like a safety net. For example, if my freelance work slows down, I can always fall back on my savings. She fell back on her teaching experience when she couldn't find a job in marketing. John and his wife fell back on their parents for support when they lost their jobs. Like my dad told me, it's always good to have something to fall back on, right? Now, fall behind is when you're not keeping up with something. It could be work, school, or even payments on your credit card. You're not at the level you're supposed to be at, and you need to catch up. I fell behind on my study routine over the last few weeks. John fell behind in his studies and had to take extra classes. If you fall behind on your bills, you could end up with late fees. Nobody likes falling behind, right? So, it's always good to try and stay up on top of things. Okay, this one's fun. Fall for can mean 2 things. First, to be tricked or deceived, like when someone tells you a joke or a lie and you believe it. Or it can mean falling in love or developing romantic feelings for someone. Let's look at some examples. I can't believe I fell for that prank my friends pulled on me. Donna fell for Mike when she met him at a party last weekend. Keep yourself safe and don't fall for any of those online scams. All right, so You got to be careful what you fall for. Next up is fall off. Fall off is pretty straightforward. It means to decrease or lessen. It could be your motivation, your performance, or even sales at work. My interest in that TV series fell off after the first season. Retail sales usually fall off after the holidays. Eddie's grades started to fall off when he got a part-time job at the pizza shop. As you can see, fall off is a good one to use when talking about something that's losing momentum or losing intensity. And finally, we have fall over. This is all about tripping and literally falling to the ground, usually because you hit something. It's kind of like when you're walking in the dark and bump into a chair. Not fun. Hey, be careful! Don't fall over that box. She fell over her own feet and felt so embarrassed. By the way, we also use fall over when we hear something shocking or surprising, like, I almost fell over when I saw how much a new Apple laptop costs. Ay, ay, ay. Just watch your step and you won't have to worry about falling over. All right, there you have it. 6 phrasal verbs with fall that you can start using today. Just to recap, we went over fall apart, fall back on, fall behind, fall for, fall off, and fall over. Try using them in your own sentences and conversations to get the hang of them. And keep in mind, the best way to remember these phrasal verbs and any other word or phrase in English is to take that word or phrase, write it in a sentence that's true for you or true in your world, and then memorize your sentences. Hey, did you know that you can get the chance to practice this kind of English with me directly? Yeah, you can get more practice using your English when you join my Podcast Learners Study Group. There, you can make new friends. Join us for live group lessons every week where we practice these podcast lessons together. Plus, you get access to the PDF transcript and audio download for every Happy English podcast in the past and in the future. And on top of that, each episode has exercises where you can practice this English point with speaking and writing checked by me. To learn more, just visit myhappyenglish.com and choose podcast lesson 757. Remember, learning another language is not easy, but it's not impossible. And I'm here to help you on your journey.
This podcast was brought to you by Happy English. Please visit myhappyenglish.com. Show your support for Happy English by leaving us a review. Get English, get happy, Happy English.